Hey, welcome back to Cool Kids Art, and let's draw the awesome looking enforcer skin in Fortnite. So let's get started with a quick sketch, and then I will show you line by line on how you can draw this. Alright, so let's draw this, and this is a really cool looking mask and upper body. So we're gonna start out with the eye area first. So we're just gonna draw, so this line is gonna be right in between the eyes. Then we're gonna slant up on both sides, and then we're gonna go up, just kind of meet up in the center. This is actually gonna be the top of the hoodie right here. Okay, and then from here on the bottom, draw another line, and then start on the corner here. We just kind of curve around, so this is gonna be kind of like the eye socket area. Okay, so just kind of curve it to the center line. And then this space is pretty tight, so whatever space you have in here, just kind of draw in the eye. So this is gonna be, yeah, very tight for a Sharpie. Okay, and then let me just shade it in real quick so that we can actually see it. Okay, so that's the eye. So once we have that, let's move on down, and we're gonna draw in, just kind of come down on the side, and then we're gonna draw one curve. This is actually gonna be the area covering up his mouth. So once you have this area, then we're gonna come in and finish up the mask. So in the middle, draw another line, and then this is gonna slant down and out. And then we're just gonna give this line some thickness here, just a little more detail. And then we're gonna draw one line going all the way down. There's a hard edge right there. And now on the side here, we're gonna add one line. So there's different materials on this mask. Okay, and then the top, there's a little bit of some more detail, so I'm just gonna draw one curve right there. Alright, so that's the face area, and on the bottom here is gonna be the little cloth that goes over his mask. So finish up the inside of the hoodie, which is just kind of continue with this line, and then we're gonna come into the middle. So just pinch it all the way down in the middle. And then in here is the cloth, so we're gonna have to draw in some lines. So one curve like this, and then another curve like that, just so that we can show that it's cloth. Alright, and then once we have this, now all we have to do is just kind of fill in the outside, so this part's a little bit easier. So in the middle we can come up, and then we're just gonna slant down on both sides. So this is gonna be cloth, so you can just give it a little bit, just a little bit more organic shape. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and then from here in this corner here, we're just gonna connect back to the center. And that finish up the head. So yeah, it's a really cool looking design on this character. Alright, so let's move on down to the body, and he's got really big shoulder pads here. So in the on each side here, we're gonna draw in two lines like this first. And then we're gonna close this off. That's gonna be the collar. And then now we're gonna come out quite a bit. So let's start on the top here. So on this corner here, I'm gonna slant out. So really big shoulder pads, and then one more angle coming down right around here. Okay, because we're gonna have to connect that, so we'll just go all the way across, finish up the shoulder pads, and then let's add in a little bit of detail on the shoulder pad right here. So right around here, just kind of come out and then just go down. So very simple. Just kind of come out and down. Okay, so now we're gonna finish up the, let's start on the body. So right in the middle of the shoulder pads right here. Okay, so right around here. We're gonna come down, and then we're just gonna pinch it all the way down to his waist down here. And then we're gonna close this off. And he's got a lot of belts on this one, so we're gonna draw one on the bottom. This is gonna be the bigger belt. And then there's gonna be two more on the top here, so but this one's a smaller. So we'll just draw 2 lines like that. And yeah, let's go ahead and just finish up the belt here. So the bottom one, it's got the big buckle. So 2 lines like this, and then 1 little rectangle inside. And then we can add in 2 little loops on each side. And then in the middle, so these are 2 more belts, but the buckle is a lot smaller. So I'm just gonna add a couple of lines and just leave it like that. Okay, and then let's see, we can add in, let's add in some details to the armor here, which is really cool. So in the middle here, just draw a little line coming down, and then we're gonna draw a half circle here. Okay, and then once you have the half circle, just close it off. And then now the rest is actually pretty easy. So on this corner, we're just gonna slant down. Middle here, 1 line across, and then we're gonna go out on each side, and then just go back up. Okay, and then for the detail here, we're just gonna draw from this corner here, just slant up all the way down to the side, and then here, follow the same line, just kind of go halfway, and then we're just gonna go up. Okay, so this side, follow that line about halfway, slant up. And then let's see the detail here. We're just gonna add in a couple of rivets or screws, whatever it is. Okay, so there's some more detail in there, but we'll just leave it for now because we don't want to make this too complicated. All right, so now let's draw his arm. So here's the armpit. Okay, and then for his shoulder here, he's got another shoulder pad here. So on this corner here, we're gonna come down on the curve, and then we're gonna draw 1 line across all the way down to there. And then we're gonna draw in his bicep. So right here, just 2 little brackets, and then close it off. And he's got some elbow pad here. So we're just gonna draw 1 strap. Lower arm, we're gonna come out and then pinch it back in all the way down here, close it off. And then for his fist, come down, hook it back up, and then here's the back of the fist. Just go across. All right, so let's draw in the other side before we add in the details on that arm. So here's the armpit again. Come down slightly with a curve, and then we're just gonna go all the way up. Okay, bicep, bracket, close it off, and then we're just gonna add 1 section. So just kind of look on the other side for reference, so that you don't have 1 arm longer than the other. But that happens a lot, so don't worry about it if it is. Okay, so same thing here. Pinch it back in. Close it. Now for the fist, kind of same thing, down, hook it, back of the fist, come back into the thumb. Okay, and then let's see the details on the glove is really easy. We just gotta draw 2 lines across, and let's add in a couple of lines on the back here. And then there's some armor here, so we just gotta draw 1 little rectangle right over the lines there. Okay, so the other side, same thing. 2 lines, and I'm just gonna start in the middle, add a couple of lines on the back. The same thing here. 1 rectangle all the way across. Yeah, very cool looking character. All right, so now let's draw the lower body. So here's the middle. I'm gonna draw 1 line across here, that's the middle. And then from this midpoint here, I'm gonna draw 1 line this way. So I'm just making it a little bit more interesting on the folds on the pants. So on the side here, come down, flare out, in here, flare out, come in, and then we're gonna close it with 1 curve going this way. Okay, and then with this curve, we're just gonna finish out the knee pad, so it's just gonna be 1 egg shape. All right, so now let's draw on the other side, which is gonna be pretty much the same. Okay, flare out, come back in, curve going inwards, and then finish out the egg shape. And then we can add, well, let's add in details later. Right, so let's finish up the lower leg. So he's got kind of clothing, his pants kind of bunched up here. So we're gonna go out and then come in and then go back out. So another little angle like that. And then we can just kind of close it off. Okay, so let's draw on the other side first. So same thing here, go out, pinch it in, and then come back out. So another little bracket, and then close it off. Okay, and then for his shoe on the bottom here, it's got the little ankle protector here. So one rectangle, and then we gotta draw his shoes. Here's the dome shape, come out more on this side, close it off, extend it, and nice and thick on the shoe, and then details, just 2 square. And then on the side here, slant down. So slant and down. Alright, so same thing on the other side. Come down, so rectangle. Dome shape, come out more on this side. Close it. Extend it slightly. Slant out and just close this off. So, and then same thing here. Hopefully I'm not speeding through this other side because it's the same as that, so I tend to go a little bit faster here. Okay, so slant, down. Okay, so that's all the hard parts are pretty much done. So for this clothing here, if you want, we can add in just a couple of lines like this on the bottom here, just so that makes it look like it's kind of folded up. And even up here, if you want to add in a line like this, really helps to give it some more detail. And then in his knee pad here, it's gonna have 3. So I'm gonna 3 little holes on each side. So 1, 2, and 3. 2 and 3, and then okay. And then if you add some more detail, you can add in the little pockets on the side here, just 1 curve on each side. And that is it for this awesome looking enforcer skin in Fortnite. Hope you guys like the way it turned out, and if you do, please do give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe, and I will see you next time.